Do this one thing now while day trading. I'm going to talk about this in this video. This is probably the most important thing you could do while day trading. And I'm going to talk about that. But first, do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and okay, with that being said, make sure you do this one thing now when you day trade, okay? And that one thing is manage risk. You must learn to manage your risk. I actually was speaking with one of my students that I mentor. And if you guys don't know, I do one-on-one mentoring live over Zoom. Link down below in the description, or go to my website, daytradingfearless.com. But we were doing a session, and one of his problems, he said that he keeps losing bigger than he wants because he's not essentially managing risk, right? He's not protecting his trading capital, and he's a scalper. And what happens is he has a good system. He just doesn't have the money management of being disciplined of that system. And it's something that I'm really helping him to identify to help himself, right? And one of the problems is he's actually been learning my divergent trade setup that I've been teaching him. And where he gets caught up is in a move like this, right? Where he sees kind of a breakdown. He'll see something like this where he'll actually wait for the waterfall, right? This is one of the rules. As we're in the waterfall, we actually have divergence, okay, happening. And then what happens, if you want to help support my channel, get some trading education, and also get weekly S&P Emini trade zone levels, support, and resistance, then you need to sign up with my $99 lifetime subscription, one-time payment of the S&P weekly trade zones, where you will get support and resistance levels, any open gaps and VPOCs, and you will also get a 7-hour video course of my top 5 trading strategies that I go over, that I use on a daily basis. Also, as a bonus, you will get over 30 free Thinkorswim custom indicators and charts, and you will get on a weekly basis every weekend Thinkorswim share chart, so you can upload the drawings directly to your charts. If you use another brokerage firm, here are all the levels that you'll be able to draw your own levels on. So make sure you check out daytradingfearless.com to sign up, or the link down below. Again, $99, but back to the video. We'll go from here to here, okay? And he'll see this, and he's like, hey, there's the divergence. He'll get long right above here, and then it gets him in, and then it has another leg lower. But instead of taking his loss and accepting that loss, he lets it just keep going and going and going. And then eventually he'll just be like, okay, I can't take the pain. I'm too big. And he's not managing his risk. You need to do that one thing now. Manage risk to stay in this game. If you don't do it, you will not stay in this game. I've been trading for over 21 years. I've had to learn kind of the hard way, but thankfully I've never really blown up an account. I learned good habits early to manage my risk, but there are times where I have had to learn the hard way, right? And that's why I always say, listen, when something breaks a certain level, and the charts will tell you, and especially with my divergence trading, right? We see the waterfall, the break, you could get long, okay, or wait for the kickback. But if we break right back below that next candle and we kind of take out these lows right here, you better just bail out of the trade, protect your capital. Don't let a loss of this turn into a loss of this, okay? Because it really will mess you up on the psychological side, right? So it's kind of like, okay, hey, exit the trade. You actually see that we're back in the waterfall, right? So we had a waterfall. This is a failed waterfall. We bounce for one candle, gets you in, takes you out on the very next one. Well, guess what? 1, 2, 3, just track the waterfall again, take your loss, and guess what? You could have made everything back up on this trade that you lost here. Think of it as you're going to take a bunch of little paper cuts sometimes, right? But if you're not managing risk, then you're going to take bigger losses. And then when the trade actually does work, you're not in it because you're too scared, because you go, I don't want to lose more money, right? Learn these good habits of managing risk. Now, another thing, just so you guys know that I try and help and teach this one client, is this is not what we want. Right? We don't want to take trades that look like this. This is what I call a stair step lower or a ratchet type of trade. This is not what we want, right? We want to see trades when they're falling to kind of look like where it's probably nothing even in here. Something like this, where we have a big downfall, a rally, and then a new fall. Actually, something like this, but we want to see just big red candles, right? A bounce, more red candles, divergent, and then take the trade to the upside, right? Kind of like this. Red candles, right? Just this is a very clean waterfall. It fails, and then you start this all over again, right? Boom, a little failure, but then from here, we want reversal candles with low risk and then enter that type of trade. So that's another thing that is also going to help you manage risk, because price tells you, guess what? If we break above, exit right below that trigger candle and protect your capital. You can always re-enter a trade, but what happens if you get long here and you stay in because you don't want to take your loss right here? Well, guess what? It keeps going. You finally panic out, and that's it. So hopefully that helps for how to manage risk, doing that one thing right now in the S&P 500 futures or any stock that you trade. So as always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.